Okay, well then your dad deserved everything he got. And that's why your dad's not here right now. He tried to do the Twin Towers, bro. I'm not the one to play with.
You ever just watch a really good dumpster fire? Like you really just can't take your eyes away and you're just stuck there perpetually staring at somebody who is just ruining their life, but you just can't look away. For me, that's been Ash Trevino, and that's who we're covering today. Usually I just make shorts about her. There is so much lore surrounding Ash Trevino that I was so overwhelmed with trying to make a video and like get all the information I needed together. But I have sat down and I've done a very condensed, I have just condensed down her lore to the very basic minimum of everything, just so you have an understanding of like how the story goes. If you want to do your own research, you're going to need to. Maybe I'll make other videos pertaining to the other people relating to Ash Trevino, because there's a lot of side stories. There's a lot of side characters, there's a lot of side drama that all kind of like intermingles and connects to Ash Trevino. But today we're mainly focusing on Ash and what has been going on lately with her. Again, I'm condensing all of the Ash Trevino lore down. There's probably some things I've missed or I just glaze over. There is literally so much. This would be a 2-hour-long video. If you want a really good deep dive into like the crazy things that Ash Trevino has done, go watch Rotten Mango. Go watch her. She's way better than me. If you're here though, please stay. I love you. Please don't leave me. So just some basic background. The basic background of Ash Trevino is she is a 35-year-old TikTok star. She is live every day. She has 4 kids. We've only seen 2 of them, mostly being Haley, and none of them live with her. 99% of the time, they're with the grandparents where they should be. They should not be near Ash Trevino because she has 20 CPS cases pending against her right now. She does not need her kids.
I gotta still clean the kitchen. I have to freaking get my bills together because it's the first of the month. I have to do all of that.
Look at her acting like a responsible adult.
You know why I have to clean my house for tomorrow.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's tomorrow.
I come from a background with a mom who wasn't very momly, and so I know a bad mom when I see one. She really shot up to TikTok stardom and fame when she became known as the inmate hopper. She has dated, married, divorced, probably like 5 different inmates in the span of like 1 to 2 years, maybe 3.
My boyfriend that I just broke up with, or my ex-boyfriend, he was younger than me by 3 years. I've always been with younger guys, except for my kid's dad. He's the only guy, and 3 other guys who are older than me. Other than that, everybody else has been younger.
Isaiah being one of the more prominent ones. Please remember Isaiah because we will talk about him a little bit later. But he is one of the baby daddies to Haley, which is also her oldest. Isaiah was charged with robbery, arson, and murder. Remember him now because he is important to what is currently happening in the Ash Trevino saga. Again, I just need y'all to understand there is so much more lore into each of her baby daddy, inmate, husbands. There's so much lore about the people surrounding her, who she has gone live with. There is so much lore to dig into. I'm only going over the surface level of the lore so we can get to the current events. So you have an idea of what's going on. You're not completely lost in the sauce because it's a lot of sauce. Y'all also need to know that Ash Trevino is extremely jealous, obsessive to her own daughters. She gets so jealous. There have been multiple instances where she has picked fights with her daughters because she believed that they were getting more attention, more love. She once told a story on her live to thousands of people how she used to physically abuse her oldest daughter, Haley, because she believed her baby daddy loved her and was giving her more attention than Ash was getting.
Haley literally has been through like the bottom of her life. Like, I'm telling you, whenever we lived with her dad, I used to pull her by the hair because I was so mad at her. Like, I feel like he loved her more than he loved me. And so like I took my anger out on her. And she doesn't even like hate me for that. Like, she doesn't even remember that.
And for a while, she would go live with these inmates during like their talking time, and all the money that she would receive from the TikTok, she would then go and put them on their books or commentary to like be like, you know, I'm supporting you, baby daddy. And then another thing, she is extremely racist to anyone and everything.
Like a cracker is white people, and a border bunny is Mexicans, like, and a fucking
Stop! What'd you say to white people?
crackers.
You're mean! You know what you are?
You're a white guy, a border bunny.
That is a little background on Ash Trevino. Now we're going to go into the Santos era, or the Santos.
Why is his phone vibrating?
This is when I learned about Ash Trevino. I really didn't know her as the inmate hopper. I knew her as the child schmeditor who went after Santos when he was 19 and she was 35.
And like you said, he got a free for us. I'm not trying to go to jail.
They had this really weird relationship slash situationship.
Oh, you don't need that when you have me.
I need it for tonight, though.
Oh yeah, you're gonna definitely need that for tonight.
I don't have you tonight. All I have is the FaceTime.
Yeah, all you could use right now.
We're on live. We can't.
She also found Santos through her daughters because her daughter had they started messaging him because they had a crush on him. She showed her mom Santos and she was like, okay, I'm gonna go after that. And she literally took Santos, but Santos didn't mind because he was getting views.
How does that make you feel? Just kidding.
Like the ocean.
His views increased so much when he would be on live with Ash Trevino. People would shoot against her, which if you're not with the TikTok live slang, shooting against somebody is when you're in the battles and you send gifts which have a money value. They want her ops to win, not her. Santos and Ash Trevino were so popular at one point, they made a song called the Nunu song.
You wanna know how it smells? Ask Santos. He know it smell well.
Which is inspired from her infamous line where she says, I've seen his pee-pee and he's seen my nunu.
I've already seen his pee-pee and he's already seen my nunu.
Time just went on. He said that he was her manager. He was getting a lot of views and money from it. But then something went wrong. They started hating each other. He did not want anything to do with her, so he dropped her. He said he dropped her as her manager.
You're gonna piss me the fuck off. Like, say all that bullshit, bro. I did not want to make you wait. I fucking fell asleep. I didn't slip at all.
Okay, well, just enjoy your night with them little hoes. No, because I made a fucking bracelet for you. For what? For what? For what?
They just stopped going live, and Santos went on his whole other weird era of drama with 2K and other things, saying he was a NASA space scientist, lawyer, a lot of weird things. That's all for Santos. They're not on talking terms. They don't go live anymore. And he was just on the Bop podcast with Camila exposing Ash about how they slept together. It was against his will and he did not want to do it. She also confirmed when she was on the Bop House and did her interview first with Camila that they had slept together 2 times December of 2024.
And he licked your rose toy. Why did he do that?
Because Santos is a freak. Santos sleeps with everybody.
Did he sleep with you?
Am I supposed to answer that
Yes.
truthfully?
Yes.
Truthfully?
Yes. Did Santos sleep with you? Did you sleep with Santos, actually? Did you do stuff with Santos?
So, yes, we have done stuff.
Okay.
Twice.
Twice.
2 separate occasions.
With a 19-year-old boy.
I didn't know he was 19 at the time.
So this is before you knew.
Yes.
Claimed before you knew.
Literally. We did it twice, and it was literally before Christmas. So
That's disgusting.
it is. It is. I regret it.
I'm disgusted
I'm disgusted in
disappointed in you.
myself.
But now we're moving on to the Heffa era. Heffa is another person who goes live on TikTok a lot. She does the battles. She's on live it seems 24/7 all the time. And she has her own company, a trucking business, and she's able to do the live. Her husband does a trucking business, and she doesn't have to have a full-time job. She's able to substitute her income with the TikTok live. She actually does really good. And so for a while, her and Ash would battle each other. They'd be on lives together, and she was one of the only people to ever clock Ash when she needed to be clocked at that time. And it's on live. It's on the internet. I love to watch the Heffa compilations of her just putting Ash in her place.
With her Louis bag. John, this was Ashley. This was Ashley the weekend.
Turns out Heffa was also one of Ash Trevino's managers at the time.
I'm not gonna sit there and beg for somebody to be their loyalty on me whenever she makes way more than I make a fucking day. And I'm a single parent, so it doesn't even matter. I'm sorry, guys. I had to end that live.
They have their own drama. They kind of had a falling out. So then Ash tried to start exposing all of her kind of deep, dark secrets of how her trucking business might not even be real. They're doing stuff under the table. It's against the government. Blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of other stuff.
I was trying to be nice and keep it shut. All you have on me is my kids don't have a bed. That's all you have on me. Call your dentist. Make sure you pay your bill with that, right? Make sure you pay your company's lawsuits, okay? I didn't do credit card fraud. My car has insurance and my car has registration. We not the same. I have a bank account. We not the same.
That's on Heffa's video or on Ash Trevino. After Heffa, she also had some drama with 2K, which if you don't know who 2K is, 2K and Brie Olsen are baby mama, baby daddy. They have a little cute baby boy named Winter. They have their own drama. But for a second, Ash and Brie were friends and they'd go on live. That friendship did not last at all very long.
To Brie and Violet and those two right there, like, they are okay with losing their kids and I'm not. So I won't ever give them the time of day either. And I pray to God that they do lose their kids. They don't deserve their kids.
Now we have made it to the current events. I told you to remember Isaiah. You remembered Isaiah, right? He is the inmate who is one of Ash's baby daddies, dad to Haley Trevino, the victim's daughter. Her name is Zahra. She is on TikTok also. She is a content creator. She has made multiple videos talking about Ash and just like the crazy stuff she has done and how it relates to her and her experience. Her dad was the victim to Isaiah. That's who he schmurdered. Zahra and another content creator were on live. And originally they were not talking about Ash Trevino. They were talking about something else. But then Ash Trevino was brought up because her chat was like, hey, have you seen the most recent stuff that like Ash Trevino has been saying? So then they got on that topic. Ash's chat told her that they were talking about her. So she decided to join their live. I have to preface this that Ash has been drinking the entire time she was on live before joining.
But Zahra, I know you are the guy's daughter, right?
No. He's not just a guy.
Okay, well, I don't know his name. I didn't know his name.
No. I just told you. I just told you. No. Mohammed Ali Hashimi. So if you're going to talk about him, Mohammed.
Well, you're his daughter. You're his daughter.
Okay, no.
One of them.
So she kept saying, the victim, your dad, and Zahra was like, stop, his name is Mohammed. She says his full name. I'm not going to butcher his full name. I want to give him as much respect as I can. Don't disrespect my dad. Say his name. His name is Mohammed. That pissed Ash off. She's like, I don't know who your dad was. Why would I know his name? I don't care about his name. And she's like, do not disrespect my dad. Say his name. So they start arguing. They start fighting.
I didn't. I don't.
Like, if she's not gonna respect me on that, because like
I'm not going. You're not going to disrespect my dad and
I
tell
don't
me
disrespect your dad in any kind of way.
Okay,
I literally just said you're the victim's daughter.
Okay,
but nobody can tell me to say his name because I don't know. Okay, so you're the guy. You're the guy's daughter that Isaiah, right? And alive, right?
But you say Isaiah's name.
Okay, so yeah, we're not gonna do this.
And so Ash just leaves. And she then goes on a tangent saying Isaiah is innocent. Her dad deserved to die. He deserved it. Isaiah's innocent. That's why I got his name tattooed on my wrist. And she like flexes her wrist at the camera.
Because your dad deserved it. Like I said, you're going to come at me with respect. I'm going to come at you with respect. But you call me the B word? Okay, well then your dad deserved everything he got. And that's why your dad's not here right now. Don't play. I'm not the one to play with.
It's just wild watching this in person. She's going on saying that this girl's dad, who did nothing to Isaiah, deserved to die. And then you couldn't think it gets any worse, but it does. Extremely fast. She said, oh, because his name is Mohammed, he was probably behind 9/11.
Husband, you're not going to do that. Like I said, I will always go hard for Isaiah, no matter what. Me and him don't talk no more. But I will still go hard behind him. He was 15 years old when that happened. That's a 9/11. Mohammed, right? How do you know that he wasn't the one behind the Twin Towers? He tried to do the Twin Towers, bro. There was a lot of Mohammeds that were in the Twin Towers. Just saying.
And she was actually proud during this live, rapping that she believes that a convicted murderer in prison is innocent. And then the actual worst part of this entire thing was that her daughters came into her live and tried to get her to stop. They tried and did everything they could, telling her to get off the live. She was embarrassing herself and them, and she did not care. She did not care. She didn't give one fuck, and she started yelling at her daughters. And then guess who started receiving hate because of their mom? Her daughters. Haley, on her own account, posted 2 apologies because she was receiving so many hate comments and spam comments on all of her videos. She had to apologize for her own mother's actions. And it's sad. I felt so bad in that moment for her daughters having to apologize for something they have no control over. They can't control Ash. They can't control what she says. And now they're getting blame and hate. And we all know the internet is a cruel ass place when people just want to hate on you. And they're doing it to a 15-year-old girl who can't control her mother. Ash's account was banned mid-live during her rant and like screaming at her daughters. She took a few days and then she went live on another account because she has like 80 other TikTok accounts she can go live on. And she said that she was going to be going to the Houston area for an entire month. She was going to be moving in with one of her friends from TikTok. It's probably one of her gifters. And she's going to stay there for the entire month without her daughters. They're going to be staying at her grandparents and she's going to be by herself with her friends in Houston. Thank God for that her daughters get to be away from her and with her grandparents in a normal functioning, hopefully family unit. We haven't heard anything bad about the grandparents yet. I really hope we never do. It just doesn't stop because, and then Jessica, who is the friend that Ash Trevino said she's going to be staying with for the month in Houston, goes on live with a bunch of like tea pages that cover Ash Trevino. And she's like, I was under the impression she was just going to be here for the weekend. It was going to be a girls' night. We were just going to hang out, no lives. Like it was just going to be us relaxing.
But yeah, we've had that kind of all day. I didn't know that there was going to be, she was going to be going live or anything like that. I thought this was just going to be kind of like a weekend where we just chilled.
She said she was staying at your house for a month.
He's about to
Yeah. Is that true?
So she's not going to be here for a month. No.
Oh, she said anyway.
So currently, Ash Trevino is somewhere in the Houston area.
He said I could. Hey,
No lie was rough. Y'all do that shit somewhere else.
Oh shit.
I don't know what she's going to do or who she's going to hop around to. I'm sure we'll see today, tonight, tomorrow, the next day, the day after that, the day after that. She's going to be live. There's no way. She doesn't have any money. She has to do this. Let her continue to expose herself as the horrible human being she is. If you've made it this far into the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me figure out what we want to do on this channel. Leave a comment about your thoughts on Ash Trevino and what I should cover next on the channel. I hope you enjoyed your time with me because I enjoyed my time with you, and I'll see you for the next video. Bye, guys!